Neither of the above forms of the Lord, as just described unto you from the material angle of vision, is accepted by the pure devotees of the Lord who knows him well. Purport. The impersonalists think of the absolute personality of Godhead in the two different ways, as above mentioned. On the one hand, they worship the Lord in his Vishvarupa, or all-pervading universal form, and on the other they think of the Lord's unmanifested, indescribable, subtle form. The theories of pantheism and monism are respectively applicable to these two conceptions of the Supreme as gross and subtle, but both of them are rejected by the learned pure devotees of the Lord because they are aware of the factual position. This is very clearly mentioned in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, which records Arjuna's experience of the Vishvarupa of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Adrishta purvam Krishtosmi drishtva bhayena na pravyat hitam manomi tat eva me darshaya deva rupam prasida devisha jagad nivasa. Arjuna, as a pure devotee of the Lord, never previously saw the contemplated universal form of the Lord, Vishvarupa. But then he did see it. His curiosities were satisfied. But he was not happy to see such a form of the Lord because of his attachment as a pure devotee. He was afraid to see the gigantic form of the Lord. He therefore prayed to the Lord to assume his four-handed Narayana or Krishna form, which alone could please Arjuna. Undoubtedly, the Lord has the supreme potency to exhibit himself in multifarious forms, but the pure devotee of the Lord are interested in his form as eternally exhibited in the abode of the Lord, known as the Tripad Vibhuti, or Kingdom of God. The Lord is the Tripad Vibhuti. Abode exhibits himself in two forms, either with four hands or with two hands. The Vishvarupa exhibited in the material manifestation has unlimited hands and unlimited dimensions, with everything unlimited. The pure devotees of the Lord worship him in his Vaikuntha forms as Narayana or Krishna. Sometimes the same Vaikuntha forms of the Lord are in the material world also by his grace as Sri Ram, Sri Krishna, Sri Narasimhadeva, etc., and whose the pure devotee also worship them. Usually the features shown in the material world have no existence in the Vaikuntha planets, and thus they are not accepted by the pure devotees. What the pure devotees worship from the very beginning are eternal forms of the Lord existing in the Vaikuntha planets. The non-devotees impersonalists imagine the material forms of the Lord, and ultimately they merge in the impersonal Brahmajyoti of the Lord. The pure devotees of the Lord are worshippers of the Lord both in the beginning and also in the perfect stage of salvation eternally. The worship of the pure devotee never stops. There is the worship of the impersonalist stops after his attainment of salvation. Then he merges in the impersonal form of the Lord known as the Brahmajyoti. Therefore, the pure devotees of the Lord are described here as Vipashchita, or the learned who are in the knowledge of the Lord perfectly. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Priyashtaya Patre Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Deva Guravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavari Pashtitya Dashtirne Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Amuni Bhagavat Rupe Mayate Hanuvarnite Upyapi Nagrikhnanti Maya Srishti Vipashchitaha. Neither of the above forms of the Lord, as the judge described unto you form, the material angle of vision, is accepted by the pure devotees of the Lord who know him well. Again, in this text, Prabhupada told about pure devotees and Mayavadis. What the difference between these devotees who want to engage their life properly and Mayavadi who want some sense enjoyment, because it's also sense enjoyment, because it's Prabhupada mentioned it in Srimad Bhagavatam that this Mayavadi, they try to gratify senses, but then they don't have some enjoyment, and then they won't neglect everything. Because of that, they won't stop sufferings and stop this, try to be happy in this material world. Because of that, they want to merge in Brahmajyoti. The Prabhupada told this famous story about fox and grape, and when fox want to catch grape, but grape is so far and they jump, the fox jumping, and then it's not possible to catch this grape. And after this fox told, maybe it's not tasty, I can go, because that fox is not possible to catch. Because of that, this fox thinking, hey, it's not tasty, and go away. This is Mayavadi school is same like this, because they want to gratify senses, but after some time they understand it's not possible to gratify senses in this material world, because in this material world everything is temporary. Because of that, they want to merge in Brahmajyoti, stop these sufferings. But devotees, they have another mood, because devotees want to serve to Krishna eternally. It's not like Mayavadi also want to serve to Krishna. It's mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, in Bhagavad Gita, in 9th chapter, we can read this. But Mayavadi worship to Krishna, but they have some reason, they have some task. When they think, I worship to Krishna and I accept His like Supreme Personality of Godhead, but then when I approach this goal, I want to stop my worshipping, because my goal is already there. Because of that, I can stop. But pure devotees never stop their worshipping service, never, because this is yes, it's rasa, it's taste. Because of that. Because when you do something without some, korist, you don't have some thinking about this, you're doing only because of love, it's mean pure devotional service. You don't wait something. When you do something for one person and you're waiting that this person also can do something for you, it's not pure devotional service. But when you do something for somebody and don't wait something that this person can do for you, it's pure devotional service. Because in this material world, everything is exploitation. It's completely exploitation. One jiva, one person exploitate another person. Because of that, everybody don't have some satisfaction. You try to satisfy somebody, but this body never be satisfied. Even if you want to satisfy your family, if you want to satisfy your boss, if you want to satisfy your parents, children's wife, even dog is not satisfied. Even after so many days, you purchase so many dishes and purchase so many clothes and walking daily, but this dog not satisfied. They want more and more, and your children want more, and everybody, wife and government, and everybody want more and more, because it's not possible to satisfy these people. But when you try to satisfy Krishna, everybody became satisfied. It's also, Prabhupada gave an example from Srimad Bhagavatam about trees. When you try to put water on the leaves or some crowns, fruits, if you put this water, but it's parts of tree not satisfied. But when you put on the root same water, everybody can satisfy it, because everybody can accept this, and it's very good for all parts of these trees. Also, they have this example about parts of body. This Prabhupada, so many times he mentioned this example. It's very famous. Then these parts of body, they thinking, why we are working so hard, but this is stomach, his head don't work. Hence thinking, why like this? Feet also think like this, head thinks like this, everybody thinks like this, but why we are working so hard? But this stomach only don't do something. Because of that we stopped our activity. And after some time they understand we are so weak, because we don't have some energy, because the hand don't put food in the mouth is not chewing this, and also stomach don't have this opportunity to burn this food. Because of that, every part of this body becomes weak. And after some time they understand, oh, it's not good. We must come back to our activity. And they put this food and stomach, recycle this, and energy is coming, and everybody can make some activity. Also, like this, we have understanding in our life. If Krishna is not satisfied, Krishna actually every time he is satisfying, completely satisfying. But when we try to satisfy him, we also have satisfaction because of that. When we try to satisfy Lord, we also have some satisfaction. Only in this moment, in this way. Because you have some experience, everybody has some experience to satisfy somebody. Even if it's your husband, your wife, your teacher, everybody, you can satisfy, you try satisfy. You try daily satisfying this person. You're purchasing so many things and you do so many services, but already this person is not satisfied. It's not possible to satisfy somebody with material elements. Because of that we need to understand, we need to satisfy Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because of that we try to do this. At this moment, Prabhupada also mentioned in 11th canto, but personalist, this clearly stated here, and that unless one becomes a devotee of Krishna, one cannot see the universal form of God. It's another point that sometimes non-devotees, the impersonalists, they told, I see God, I know Him, I saw Him universal form, but it's mentioned also as verse, but only pure devotee can see the form of Lord. It's nobody else, because they know who is it. And also in next version, after next, in this chapter 11 in Bhagavad Gita, in Brahma Samhita is stated, Premagyana Churita Brahma Vilchanena, Bhakti Vilchanena. Only a person whose eyes are smeared with the ointment of love can see the beautiful form of Sri Krishna. It's very powerful example also. Without ointment of love, we can see beautiful form of Sri Krishna. It's not possible to imitate this stage. Sometimes we can see from India some cheaters, they want to imitate this stage when they put some chili in the eyes and crying on the kirtan and rolling on the ground, and they show what they have some sattva siddhi, sattvika akara, yes, like this, when they show some symptoms, but they have some pure devotional. But it's not possible to imitate. It's only when you completely surrender to Krishna, and Krishna give you this knowledge, they give this opportunity to see him. And also in this occasion we can read this shloka from Bhagavad Gita 9 chapter 11. That avajananti mam mudha manusham tanam ashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. It is in Russia they translate this word as fools deride me, but in Russia when you read this in Russians, this word deride is translated like a laughing. It's not completely same, but we can understand meaning of this. It is foolish persons, fools deride me. It means they don't take seriously. It's like Christians, when you go to preach and some Christians can speak, I am Christian and I have this crucify, I go to church every week, but at the same moment he, in one hand he take cigarettes, in another hand they have beer, and in this moment he told I am Christian. It's not like you're Christian. You're Christian if you follow the instruction of Jesus, but if you don't follow his instructions, it means you are not Christian. Same way also we can understand if we don't take Krishna seriously, we are not can speak we are pure devotee because of that. We must understand that Krishna is not ordinary person. It's Mayavadi school, they accept Krishna like an ordinary person. They told us some skaska, some myth, that Krishna is do this activity. It's like some stories. They don't have properly understanding. They think this only stories, some myth. And we can understand also how we think about Krishna pastimes, how we accepted these pastimes. We try to understand this, or we thinking only it's like some stories, beautiful stories about cowherd boys, about gopis, gopas, about some demons, some traveling, some fightings. It's only some like stories. But if you understand it's true, and that Krishna is not ordinary person, it means you can approach this pure devotional service, pure devotion. But if you don't understand this, it means it's like Mayavadi, like this. And we must be strictly following these instructions. What kind of instruction we have? It's so many instructions we have. For start, Prabhupada told for his first disciples, only you can chant Hare Krishna only. That's it. That's enough. You can chant Hare Krishna. That's it. It's very nice. Everybody can accept this. Only chant Hare Krishna. Very simple. But then he told, when these first disciples coming to this yagya, they make some preparation, you know the story, in a small room, they have some fire and put bananas and smoke, and so loudly they chanting, and everybody thinking also, so now it's night, and neighborhoods can call police, what to do, the smoke everywhere, a fire, and but nothing is happening. But next day, all disciples is coming, and they search one. They see one list on the door, and then in this list, Prabhupada wrote by hand. You know this. Maybe you see this list. And first rule is no meat eating. Okay, we can accept this. Very easy. No meat eating, no problem. no intoxication. Oh, it's some kind of struggling. Okay. And third rule, no gambling, no cheating. Oh, no problem. For us, it's no problem. It's fourth principle, no illicit sex. Oh, how is possible? Prabhupada, no, he's joking, How is possible? What he think about, and how is possible for us? But Prabhupada don't told about this before initiation. He told after, Because if he told before, is nobody can accept this. So difficult, because it's like animals. Once Prabhupada asked, why you give permission to live together, brahmachari and brahmacharini, brahmacharini ashram, brahmachari ashram. It's not possible for people live like this. Prabhupada told this, for human beings it's not possible, but for animals it's possible. You can understand, because it's Vedic cultural and Europe cultural and American culture, Russian culture, Croatian culture is completely different. I remember in our childhood, our mother told, if you take food by hand, she told, don't do this, like you eat like animal. You can take some fork, some knife, spoon, take this food like civilized man. But now you can see another way. Now if you're sitting on the chair, on the table, and you take food by spoon or by knife, it's uncivilized, it's uncultural, because it's like it's not for our Vedic culture. It's a completely different way. Also, when you have some association with one type of body, another type of body, even of dogs, so many dogs and cats. In previous time we have our family, our friends, we can see, but now when we read this Prabhupada message, we can understand what he told. If you have dog in your home, it means you're a dog eater. He told like this. It means you're like a dog eater. Chandal. It means you're chandal. How is possible? Even if you want to offer, already it's contamination. It's so strong. Some rules. It's so difficult to following. For starters, it's so difficult to follow these rules. But step by step, we can approach this stage. Step by step. It's not like you must do this from first day. Because of that, Prabhupada told, for starters, if you're chanting Hare Krishna, that's enough. Only chant Hare Krishna, that's it. But then he told, I have some 4 rules for you. 4 small rules. And his disciples told, Prabhupada, no problem, we can follow the three type of rules, but can you neglect this 4 rule? He told, because of that you can have so many disciples, millions and millions of disciples can be with you. But Prabhupada told, I don't need so many disciples, I need strong disciples. It's not like my goal to take many disciples. It's very easy. You can see this yoga systems, these yoga teachers, bogus yogas, they give so many, they told you can approach the perfection of life even if you don't restrict your senses. And everybody can see, oh, very good for us. I can following my lifetime, I can live like before, but also in the same moment I can approach perfection of life. Very good. No need to stop smoking, alcohol, illicit sex, no need. You can do this. only pay for $35 for this some special mantra, and after some time you can become like a dog, like a god, like God. But Prabhupada told, you're not God, you're a dog. Once in South India, we were traveling by Sankirtan party, and we met one devotee, this grandma. She asked us, please come our home. And we are, me and few brahmacharis, and also coming in this house, and we see so many pictures: Hanuman, Rama, Krishna, Balaram, Radha Krishna, everywhere, pictures. And she told, it's my grandson, it's Brahmana, he's completely Vaishnava Brahmana, or Sri Vaishnava Brahmana. They wearing only dhoti and thread, that's it. Only dhoti and thread. Big tilak, and they have big tilak. It's very big one. And then his father coming, also Sri Vaishnava, only dhoti, white, shining dhoti, big thread, or big this tilaks, and also they have some respect for us, and he told, you do some good service for us and for Krishna, and we very appreciated to this. But I know I have one point to you also. Actually, you are God, me God, everybody is God, everything is God. I told you, how is possible? You are Sri Vaishnava, you have so beautiful culture and big understanding. He have already Srimad Bhagavatam said by Srila Prabhupada. He have Chaitanya Charitamrita. He don't have Chaitanya Charitamrita, because of that we carrying to him Chaitanya Charitamrita said, but he have full set of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna book, all books he have, because so many devotees staying in this room when they traveling, and then he gave some prasadam, the apartment, they give to this some Kirtan party some possession. And same moment he told, everything is same. You are God, me God, everything is God. I told, how is possible? And I asked him, he is smiling, he is laughing, like, hey, you don't know about this. How you? Maybe you're junior because you're only neophyte, you're only coming, because of that you don't know, but you're also God. I told him, I asked him, if you God, please tell me what inside in my mind. Can you read my thinkings? What I think now? What I think about now? And his smiling is gone. It's like this. I don't know. If you got it, can you tell me? Can you speak with me in Russian? Because God knows everything. He knows how is bird speaking, how is Croatian speaking. He knows every languages. He smiled more or less like this, and in one moment I want to speak him. You are not God, you are a dog. But my friends stopped me, because they understand I'm burning in this moment. And the next moment we go away from this place, and some another stories. But we can understand. Prabhupada told once at least, maybe more. But I heard about from him. But in India, 99% is Mayavadi. It's amazing how it's possible, because everybody, when he took a birth in Bharatavarsha, it's mean he like a devotee. But Prabhupada told us, if you was in India, you can see this. When you distributed books, you can see every time when you distributed books, you ask somebody, do you know about Bhagavad Gita? And he told, yes, of course I know everything, because it's from my childhood. Everybody know about Arjuna, Krishna, Pandavas. Everybody can know about Balaram, everybody, Radharani, everybody can know about this. maybe you don't know about this, but no, I know everything about this. And he told, yeah, so many times I read this Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and we studied in school, university. But actually, I have something to say to you. You are God also. You're also God, and me also is God. And everything is equal. You think, how is possible? You read this Bhagavad Gita by Srila Prabhupada. Yes, so many times, 5 or 7 times I read this book. And you think, you ask God, of course, how is, you don't know about this. Also, I distributed these books in the school program. You distributed these books? Yes, I distribute these books, but is everything is equal. Even they read this Bhagavad Gita by Srila Prabhupada, but they thinking like this. And very rare when you see somebody who can speak with you like a devotee. It's very rare. Even we can thinking it's only for India. It's my body is only in India, but we can see in our mood. We can see also my body is thinking. My body mood. It's mean if you don't accept Krishna like Supreme Personality of Godhead, like you thinking it's like some stories about one person who have some pastimes. You don't accept it seriously. It's mean also my body mood. Sometimes my body they speak. It's only our lila, because we forget we are gods. Everything is equal. Because we forget. It's like Krishna also sometimes forget. He also sometimes he have some painful. He have some distress. They speak like this. And Prabhupada also in Srimad Bhagavatam in 3rd canto he gave example that sometimes my body can have some statement that pig, hog, svinya, they if they want to eat stool, it's also lila. It's also God. It's also lila. But Prabhupada mentioned it is if lila it's mean playing. Some lila it's mean when you take this form because you want to enjoying this activity. But how it's possible enjoying this? Well, of course, for hogs it's enjoyment. But when you're in pure consciousness, it's completely nonsense. Prabhupada told it's completely nonsense. This Mayavadi theories is completely nonsense. They speaking when they speak everything is equal. The best weapons against that. When you ask if everything is equal, you are God. For you is everything is equal. No difference between happiness and distress. Can you give me your portemonnaie, your pocket with money? And immediately he don't want to give you this pocket with money, because he understands it's my money. I want to enjoy in this material world. Immediately he no, I don't want. But you are my Vadi Baba. You are God. What happened with you? Give me please your. Once I do this, I do this many times, but in previous previous week and 1 week ago, when we were traveling from Russia to Croatia by plane in Krasnodar, in our city, we first flying to Moscow. One person came with me because we are traveling in spiritual clothes and dhoti, kurta, and he asked me, "Who are you? Why are you speaking with beats? What you doing? What you chanting?" And I explained to him, and he told, "Oh no, everything is equal." I told him, "Okay, give me a pocket with money." He told, "No problem." I was shocked. This first time he told, "No problem." I think, oh, so great, very strong my body. He has some faith. But when he show me his pockets, he's empty. Some cheater. But usually they don't want. It's very common for this Mayavadis. And also Lord Chaitanya told, and Prabhupada also repeat by him, we don't, it's so dangerous for us to have some association with Mayavadi. Because Mayavadis, they also speak like devotees. They speak about Krishna Lila, they speak about Radharani, they speak about devotional service, and they speak very, very sweet words. And you can think, see, oh, he speak about Krishna, he speak about some pastimes. No, it's not like a big problem when he speak. Everybody is equal, everything is equal, because before he speaks so many good points from Bhagavatam and from this, from that. But Prabhupada also gave this example. It's like a milk. When serpent or snake touched by lips this milk, his milk became immediately like a poison. What does it mean? When you drink milk, you have some taste, and you have some good for health, so many things. But when you drink this milk, when serpent touched by lips this milk and this poison, you drink this milk, you don't understand what is poison, because taste is same, color is same, and this function of this milk also is same. It's not possible to understand. You're thinking it's a very good milk, and you drink. But when you drink, you're thinking after some time I will be better than now, because now its milk is very healthy, and you drink, but you are feeling. You can understand. Your health is bad. You're more and more bad. Why? Because poison inside. It's also like Mayavadi's lectures and Mayavadi's commentary. It's because of that it's so dangerous for us. There's many examples in Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures Prabhupada gave for us, but it's so dangerous. And the last one, I want to read from Chaitanya Charitamrita one text about association. It's Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya 6, 278. Translation. When one eats food offered by materialistic men, one's mind becomes contaminated. And then the mind is contaminated, one is unable to think of Krishna properly. It's very strong text, because we can understand this very important for us. Take prasadam, only take prasadam. Because sometimes we want to purchase something from shop, you can say, even if it's vegetarian, some vegetarian salad, some vegetarian potato, even from McDonald's, it's also potato. It's also fried in vegetarian oil. It's not like a meat inside. But who cooked this? And Krishna told, I can accept only with devotional, with love. And somebody can cook for me with love, and also offer it with love. In this text, Prabhupada told that even if materialistic men offer it to Krishna, is not acceptable for us. In purport, he told, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur suggested that people who are materialistically inclined and sahajiyas, or so-called Vaishnavas, who take everything very casually, are both Vishayas, or materialists. Eating food offered by them cause contamination. And as a result of such contamination, even a serious devotee becomes like a materialistic man. It's also for senior devotees. It's amazing. Even if you practicing so many years and you practicing so hard, and so you're surrendering so much, but even in this stage you can lost your consciousness. if you neglected some rules and regulation. But for start, Prabhupada told, only chant Hare Krishna. Yeah, it's so simple. No need to restrict yourself. Just chant Hare Krishna and be happy. That's it. That's very easy. Now we can see that some devotees can speak like this manner. Don't just chant Hare Krishna, but Prabhupada told Sahajiya. We need to understand this, it's very serious. There are 6 kinds of association: giving charity, accepting food, offering food, taking confidentially, and inquiring confidentially. One should very carefully avoid association with both the Sahajis, who are something known as Vaishnavas, and the non-Vaishnavas or Avaishnavas. Their association changed the transcendental devotional service of Lord Shri Krishna into sense gratification. And then sense gratification enters the mind of devotee, he is contaminated. Because of that, we must be very seriously in our practicing. It's not like some very cheap. It's very, very, very serious, and we can understand. It's like a training, If somebody have some experience when they have some training in some fitness or some boxing club and some like this, some wrestling. If you coming and trainer, your teacher told you, no problem, you can smoke, no problem, you can drink alcohol, have some sex, no problem. You can continue on your activities, but in the same way you can training your body. Not even after, every day, maybe once in a week, maybe once in a month. But you can understand, it's not possible to be champion if you're following this program. Everybody can understand. If you be like a champion, if you be good in this activity, you must restrict yourself. You must stop your sinful activity, and you must engage your body properly and fully. Daily you must have some trainings, restrictions, and after some time you can approach this level. But if you think it's very cheap, no problem. This training is very humanity, and he is very good for me, because he don't speak with me that you must restrict yourself, you must be seriously, you must be fully engaged in this service. That's very good for me, because we want gratify our senses, Every daily we want to only gratify our senses. Because of that, we choose cheaters. We want to be happy, but we don't want restrict ourselves because of that cheaters is coming. Oh, you want to purchase brilliant? Yes, I want to purchase brilliant. I have 1 brilliant for you. Oh, very good. How much for this brilliant? Oh, 10 kunas. Very good. I want brilliant. 10 kunas. Very good for me. Give. Of course, who give you brilliant for 10 kunas? Only cheater. But if you want brilliant, you can understand, it's very, very expensive. Some quality must be there. So very, very expensive, and you can purchase in properly place also. It's not like you can go to a bar or some library and purchase brilliant. No, not like this. You must go to properly place. You must have some understanding what is a brilliant. Because of that, must understand that spiritual master or guru, bona fide guru, is not like some very cheap. And Krishna and devotional service is not very cheap. It's very expensive. Very expensive. We must have some big amount, big desire, very big desire to approach this stage. Okay, some questions, commentary. Hmm.
I asked it to one of you one time, but he gave me some answer. But I would like to know another because I never got the answer from inside. It says that pure devotee is worshiping Krishna in two hands.
Two hands.
With two hands.
Ah.
Two hands more.
Hmm.
But we are. If I let's say I want to person wants to become pure devotee, it starts with meditation. He wants just to meditate on Krishna with two hands. But then he will, if he will come to the program, he will hear Nishinga Pranam, and we will celebrate Varaha appearance day.
Hmm.
And so, what do you think? I mean, how can, because now I'm reading a book of Prabhupada, he says that we should meditate on Narayan form. So it's like
Nrsimhadev also.
yeah,
He have so many hands. He have some at least 8.
20 and
Yes, so many. Like this.
100.
Yes. You can. This also is mentioned in this purport also. Sri Ram, Sri Krishna, and Sri Nrsimhadev. Also, I know the stories from Transcendental Diary. One disciple of Srila Prabhupada, he asked Prabhupada, can I worship this Shatbhuji form? Shatbhuji is mean Lord Chaitanya, Lord Ram, and Lord Krishna. 6 hands. Can I worship to this form of Sri Krishna? Yes, you can do this. It's no problem for us. We can worship this also. I don't know why it is not possible. It's possible also.
So it's like just like standard.
Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai.